Smells Like 90s Rock presents the Ollie Report, a segment dedicated to extremely professional and hard-hitting journalism. Reports on headlines straight off the news ticker through the eyes of Ollie. And now, the Ollie Report.
Hello and welcome to the Ollie Report. I'm Hot Toddy. We are finally back after another week off, and Ollie's little vacation in Europe, his backpacking trip across Europe, has officially ended. But even though that's done, he's not actually left Europe just yet. He's actually back in England covering this week's story, and you probably heard about this a few days ago, and we're going to cover it for you today and give you all the details, as of course that they believe they have finally revealed the identity of Jack the Ripper. Of course, Jack the Ripper is one of the most vicious murderers in world history, and his identity remained a mystery up until, like I said, it is believed just a few days ago. This is huge news for descendants of victims and for historians all around the world, and we've put our very own Ollie on the case. And so now, without further ado, covering the Jack the Ripper identity story in England, here is Ollie. Ollie, how are things over there?
I feel like I've been here before.
Yeah, you've been there about 3 or 4 times now, thanks to the Ollie Report. Aren't you excited?
No!
Okay. Well, fine. We'll remember that next time. So Ollie, have you spoken with? I mean, this is huge. This is a really huge story. I don't know if you understand just how exciting this is. Me being a history buff, this is exciting for me to think that they have finally figured out the identity of one of the most notorious murderers in world history. Are you pretty excited about this? You've got to be pumped.
Lactating, jumping up and down, can't control my bladder.
Okay, that's really disgusting. And please don't ever say any of that ever again.
Nipples!
Or that. For the love of God, will you stop screaming that out? You know how offensive that sounds?
Hashtag butt cheeks.
And that too.
I'm outside.
Oh, shut up. Now let's get to the story. Now, have you spoken with Dr. Jerry Luhalanian about all this? Because he was the person who actually made the identity. And of course, for those of you who don't know, the person that is now believed to be Jack the Ripper was a Polish-Jewish immigrant by the name of Aaron Kosminski. And so have you spoken with Dr. Luhalanian about the identity?
I see grass and trees and really old buildings. I swear to God, I've been here before.
You have, Ollie. Don't you remember for the last month you've been backpacking across Europe, and then before that we've done 2 or 3 stories in England. You have been there before. Get off of that. Let's talk about the Jack the Ripper story. Now, have you spoken with Dr. Luhalanian about the discovery?
Everybody's driving on the wrong side of the road. I see cars. They're really old looking. Some really new, but again, they're driving in the wrong direction. Why are they doing that? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Ollie, you seem more nuts than you usually do. What the hell's the matter with you?
I don't know what I'm doing.
You've proven that thusly, Ollie. Let's just move on from Dr. whatever his name is. I can't pronounce it anyway. Let's move on. The reason why that Dr. Luhalanian came up. We're really great journalists. Do you realize that? We're really not going to get away with this for another year. I'm just to the point.
Get on with it. Ollie Report.
Okay, sorry. So the reason why they made this discovery was because there was a shawl that was believed to be owned by one of the victims of Jack the Ripper named Catherine Eidos. And the shawl was owned by a businessman by the name of Russell Edwards. Now, have you spoken with Mr. Edwards about the shawl and about why he had it and how long he had it?
90.3 The Rock, UT's home of Ollie.
What the hell did that come from? Are you writing these? Have you written some new stuff while you were in Europe?
Smells like 90s Ollie.
I hate you. What the hell's the matter? No. Okay, I'm not even going to go there. No, I'm not even going to go there with you. I know that. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me sucked in to your Ollie-ness, and I don't like it. And you're not going to do it, man. I'm not going to let you do it. So, you. Let's get back to this story now. Russell Edwards says he bought this shawl at an auction in 2007. That seems like a really interesting case. Have you spoken to him about how much he got it for and how it came to be at that auction?
I see people. They're saying things like, cheerio.
Okay. Well, let's get back to Dr. Luhalanian. I'm horrible at this. But anyway, let's talk about the technique he used to get the stains off the shawl. Now, he used something called vacuuming, which he was able to get vacuum the DNA off the shawl. And with this new technology, with the technology we have today, it instantly came up with Aaron Kosminski as being Jack the Ripper. Have you talked to him about how just amazing that discovery was and how incredible that particular style of DNA testing is?
No! No!
Okay. Well, thanks, Ollie. At least you're being honest. I think maybe you've been in Europe too long. We need to just bring you on back home because seriously, this is getting ridiculous. I mean, we can't. I mean, you're stranger than usual. I mean, no doubt you're a freak. You're really strange. You're really weird, and we can never talk to you plainly because I mean, you're just freaking ridiculous from beginning to end, and we really can't stand you. But it seems to be when you're in Europe, you're even worse than when you are in America. So why don't we just end it here? You come on back, and maybe we'll give you a quick CAT scan, see how things are working, make sure all the clicks and whistles are working properly, and get you back on our streets, and maybe you'll go back to normal or as normal as you can be. How does that sound?
Sure, whatever. Oh, and by the way, I did speak with Dr. Luhalanian about the discovery. He says they are very excited, and he's absolutely impressed and thrilled with the response of the DNA testing that he did. I also spoke with Russell Edwards, the businessman who owned the shawl of Catherine Edos, and he said it was an incredible discovery to find out that that was one of her shawls, and that it was the shawl that she was wearing the night she was killed by Jack the Ripper. He says it was difficult to give it up, but anything for the progress of history, and it seems that the name Aaron Kosminski is quickly becoming a household name in the historical society.
Bye! That's going to do it for the Ollie Report this week. Tune in next time for another headline ripped from the Ollie News Ticker. Until then, have a good day and an Ollie-ful week.